Hi, I'm Mike Pesca, host of The Gist, and I'm the kind of person, maybe you are too, who likes to step outside the easy reinforcement of my own ideas. Maybe you actually like to have your beliefs tested and your perspectives expanded. I find that exciting, not unsettling. There are a lot of shows, ideologically driven shows and networks whose audiences say, "Thank you for telling me I'm not crazy." But I don't really doubt my own sanity. I don't need affirmation and reassurance that my side or one side of the political or social debate is right. I'm more worried about being misinformed by lazily going along with the untested assumption or narrative. The Gist is for people who know that being interesting starts with being interested. Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
Jeffrey Epstein's girl, Ghizlaine, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Ghizlaine Maxwell, talked to the Assistant Attorney General of the United States today in exchange for some immunity. So let's talk about what immunity is about. Greetings, young gents. It's Jim, Papa for the boys, picking and strumming our way through the tangled web of grown-up games. Today I'm tackling a bit of legal wizardry called immunity for testimony, a trick that lets you spill secrets to the law without them turning into your personal guillotine. Think Ghizlaine Maxwell talking to the feds. For you lads aiming to think like men, not boys, chasing stray kites, this is a lesson in dodging the traps of justice with a clear head and a steady hand. 7 minutes or so, boys, to navigate the bureaucratic maze with a smirk and a minor seventh chord. Imagine you're knee deep, neck deep, in trouble. Say you've been caught peddling fishy pies at the market, and the authorities want the whole story. Trouble is, telling it might land you in a cell, so you clamp your mouth shut, citing that fine Fifth Amendment right to not incriminate yourself. Yeah. I once stayed mum when they blamed me for a toppled fruit cart. I pled innocence, and the apples rolled free. But the law's got a sly move. Immunity. They offer you a deal. Talk, and your words won't be the rope that hangs you. It's a bargain, lads. And thinking like an adult means knowing its terms cold. So what is immunity? It's a legal shield etched, among other places, in the dusty code of 18 USC 6001 to 6005, where the government, or sometimes those grandstanding folks in Congress, says, "Speak and we won't use your own words to lock you up." It's for grand juries, trials, and those theatrical congressional hearings where politicians shout like actors in a bad play. Think Spartacus. Without immunity, you'd stay silent faster than I dodged a schoolmaster's ruler. With it, you're forced to talk. But the law promises, cross its heart, mostly, that your testimony won't come back to bite you. There are 3 flavors of this particular shield, each with its own quirks. First, transactional immunity. The king of deals. It says you're off the hook for any crime tied to what you're testifying about, even if they dig up evidence elsewhere. It's like me swearing I didn't smash the shop window and the world agreeing to forget the whole affair. Rare, though. Prosecutors guard this one like a miser with his last coin. I'd demand it if I ever confess to the chaos my horrible guitaring has caused. Next, use and derivative use immunity. The everyday workhorse, your testimony and any clues it sparks, like a nosy detective following your trail to a bigger fish, can't be used to prosecute you. But if they find proof without touching your words, say a ledger or your pie scam, you're not safe. This is the one you'll see most, stamped into law for courtrooms and Congress alike. I tried outsmarting a stray dog once. It ignored my tricks, much like prosecutors with evidence they didn't need my help to find. Finally, informal immunity, or the letter deal. No judge, no fuss, just the prosecutor's scribbled promise not to charge you, as flimsy as a love letter after a one-night stand. It's flexible, sure, but break the deal, lie, for instance, and they'll pounce faster than a shopkeeper on a bounced check. Choose your deals wisely, lads. A handshake's only as good as the hand behind it. Which one covers both criminal cases and those congressional circuses? That's use and derivative use immunity. The reliable mule of 18 U.S.C. 6002. In a courtroom, the Department of Justice begs a judge to grant it, so you can spill about that pie racket without your words jailing you. In Congress. Under 6005, a committee votes 2/3, like a council of grumpy uncles, and the DOJ signs off, ensuring your testimony about a shady mayor won't haunt you in court later. Unless you lie, mind you. Perjury is a crime. 18 U.S.C. 1621 doesn't care about your immunity. Lie and they'll slap you faster than I can strum a tantrum. Why should you care, young thinkers? Adulthood's a jungle of rules, and immunity's one of its strange vines. It's a tool to navigate the law's traps, letting you speak without sinking yourself, but only if you know the game. I thought silence was my armor once. Turns out a smart deal might have saved my guitar a few dents. Learn this, lads. The law's a machine, and thinking like a man means knowing how to oil its gears without getting crushed. And so, Papa, for the boys, slinks off, humming through the haze of justices' bargains. Young men, keep your wits sharp and your deals sharper, and your drum loudest of all.